Welcome back to another episode of America the Beautiful, only on WSYC 88.7, coming to you live from the Shippensburg University. I am your host, Colin Arnold. I hope you've had a great week, good weekend, and we are back with another great episode with another fantastic guest. I'm really excited about this one. He's become a very good friend over the past 3 years now, and he's amazing and has some pretty cool stories. So please welcome Mr. Aiden Brenize. How are you this evening?
Dude, I lost my spot in the script while you were talking, so I don't know where I am right now.
He's a natural. He's a natural on here. Is this your first time on radio?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is. I'm still geeking over the whole setup here.
Yeah.
It's way too much for my brain, dude.
Well, we're glad to have you here and to introduce you to the radio world. So I don't know where to begin because you do so many awesome things.
I think we could talk about how we met. That'd be an all right one.
All right, start with that one.
The first time we actually met wasn't until sophomore year, whenever you came.
Yeah, because I wasn't here yet.
And I mean, we knew we existed and we were around each other, but I never really talked to you until one time at Richard.
That's true.
And we were over there and we just yapped
for
about 2 hours about small town. This is what I used to do.
Yeah.
I go out and play in the woods. And then I was like, oh, wait, there's like another kid from the country that came to Shippensburg.
And it was like that moment in Step Brothers. Did we just become best friends?
No, that's exactly what it felt like.
That was good. Man, I can't believe that was 3 years ago. Was that 3 years ago? 2.5?
Yeah, it would have been the equivalent of 3 years because time flew so fast.
That's crazy. So you go to Penn State Mont Alto.
Yep.
R.I.P.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, we got what, one more year?
One more year,
and if you're lucky and you're a nurse, you're there for 3 more.
So tell us first of all, explain where you're from, what you did in high school, and then we'll get into that. Yeah,
I'm a townie. I did all the other typical sports in high school. I did your football for a little. I did your track. I dove. I did some ice hockey. And then I came here and wanted to enlist. The folks said no. Wanted to go to West Point. Realized I didn't have the not procrastination to go to West Point. And then fell into Mr. Greg Newton's lap for the ROTC program.
Greg.
And yeah, that recruiter sucked me right in.
Yeah.
And then they said, hey, it'd be really cool if you pioneered this nursing program. And then got stuck between the two schools.
Yeah.
And 4 years later, and about every single headache, I'm here.
You are here. But you led the way.
Yeah.
Like Raiders do.
It wasn't like easy, I guess, but I've learned a lot. And I've tried to, I think that's part of the fun part about this year is now it's, all right, I've learned a lot. Let me try and guide the lower classes through it.
Yeah.
Optimally, we'd have another nurse by now, but.
Weren't.
Yeah, she said, no, I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah, she left. I felt bad, but I think it's a lot more stressful than most people want. Most people want easy and right at your fingertips.
So were you always interested in the nursing field?
No.
Or was that just something they were like, you should do this?
No, it was, I think I put, for some reason, and I think it was because of the friends I had in high school who also wanted to be nurses. That's why I put nursing in and I applied to the nursing program.
Okay.
Also threw in on like engineering and just about everything else because I had no idea what I wanted to do. And then whenever that opportunity popped up and they were like, it's going to be like not easy. And I was all gung-ho and I was like, well, that's exactly what I want. I want not easy. And then I just jumped on it and then realized it was a lot not easier than I thought. Even now, dude, I'm like stuck with, oh my goodness, like, I don't know how I'm going to fit this in.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, it always works out. It's just I always end up leaving somebody angrier than somebody else.
No good things come easy. So
no, maybe it'll be a good thing.
And I think you've done an awesome job at balancing everything. I don't know. I don't know how you do it. Yeah, I don't know how you do it. I think it's impressive. So I've actually never been to Penn State Mont Alto. So what's that campus like?
picture like any big high school,
Uh-huh.
like you've driven past like CV or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
It's just like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then you're like, wait, this is a college?
this is college?
It's cool. Like not to diss on the school, it's definitely for some people. I don't think it's for me.
Yeah.
The population there, I don't necessarily fit in
Small.
with, hence why
Yeah.
I hang out here more.
Ship
But
is
it's
it.
yeah. I mean, I grew up in I grew up in Newburgh and
Yeah.
Shippensburg, and it's just like way easier to be here.
Yeah.
Plus, here's 15 minutes away from home. There is 50 minutes away from home, so it's
Okay.
today. Oh my goodness, dude! Today, I complained to my mom earlier. I was like, I was driving back, 50-minute drive from Mont Alto. I was like, I'm gonna go home and get my stuff done. And then I complained to Mole on the phone about it. Boom, road closed. All right, cool enough. All right, now I'm stuck behind the slowest driver in the world. And then one of them, the poo flinger trucks, was in front of me. And I was like, it can't get any worse. Then you get into town, and then there's all the 18-wheelers in town that can't make the left and right. And then I got so mad.
It could have got worse than if an Amish person got in front of you.
Yeah, actually, I did forget. Yeah, I got to the S turns on my way to Newburgh, and then I followed one for probably about 3/4 of a mile or something like that.
You were battling serious road rage.
Yeah, no, I was. It was bad.
Yeah.
That's every day though.
See, I don't know how you do it.
The road rage is one thing. You get on 81 one time, and everyone's just mad.
That's how it is whenever I go home through the mountain.
Oh, dude.
I always get stuck behind someone going slow through the mountain, either a tractor, a truck, or there's construction or whatever.
Yeah.
And I battle road rage.
You go big flat, or do you go over 30?
I go big flat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I hate that.
Because then I come up, down through Arnsville, and then we'll just shoot.
Which is pretty.
Straight into it.
I love that.
Yeah.
But I don't like the traffic, because then you're stuck behind one person.
It ruins the drive, because my mom closes her ears, but I like to go a little fast. Roll the windows down, but makes a good trip.
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah, so how much driving do you think you do in a given day? Because now you have to go to for your clinicals and stuff too. I
did the math with one of my Chinese teachers once, because she was like, what's one thing you do a lot? Because we were practicing like vocab, and I said, like, I drive a lot, like in Chinese to her to practice. And she was like, Ang Tian, how much do you drive? And I was talking to her, and I was like, quick math, probably about 200 plus miles a week.
Wow.
Which I think is about accurate. Like, I tried to do the math. But I mean, I put miles on that car. Like, I think whenever we got it, it was 99,000, and now it's almost 140, 150,000.
Yeah.
So up there.
And that's a manual, right?
Yeah.
Did you turn it into a manual?
No. We bought it. It was a 6-speed, and the dude that we got it from did everything to it beforehand.
Okay.
And even funnier, Mole and I were pulling in here, and there's all those like spots, like those two right beside the up store that are like low emitting vehicles, high efficiency, like high fuel efficiency. And I looked at them, I was like, I have an eco tune on my car. I get 50 miles a gallon, and I just swung my car in there. And I was like, not only do I put out the dirtiest like emissions, but I'll pull in there.
They don't need to know that. They don't need to know. Oh, that's funny. Well, we will be right back with Mr. Aiden Brenize, because we got a lot of ground to cover and all the awesome things that he's done over the past couple summers with ROTC. So we'll be right back. And here's Mr. Aiden Brenize. So let's talk about all the amazing things you've done over the past.
I don't know if amazing's the word.
Oh my gosh, they're totally amazing. All right, we got to go all the way back to the summer it was the summer of your freshman year.
Yeah.
Or after you just finished your freshman year.
Yes,
I did
Robin Sage first. I got lucky and fell into that one.
So tell us what that is.
Well, the culminating exercise for the Green Berets. So they go through their whole pipeline. They go through a bunch of rigorous stuff. Selection comes first. They go through their job training on what they're supposed to do, because there's different members of that team. And then they rock through like their small unit tactics. So it's kind of like a long period of them getting physically tested. And then Robin Sage is, all right, now in a simulated environment, you're going to invade, with air quotes, another country and train up a partner force and fight back against that country. So there I was an actor as a member of that partner force, which is awesome. I mean, these guys are like on the cusp of being real special forces, and you're there with them for 2 weeks.
You're like helping them
Yeah,
train
yeah, and
and
in
become
a lot
that.
of cases, which, well, never mind. I'm trying to think. There's
Gotta be
a lot of
secret.
stuff I can't say because I had to sign an NDA.
We're gonna catch them live on air.
Yeah, that's gonna be
They're gonna
wild.
come knock down your door.
I'm waiting for one of them to bust through this glass
Yeah.
door. But yeah, I had to sign an NDA before, but it was pushed me leagues ahead of
Yeah.
where I needed to be, which was good because my timeline was flipped from everybody
Yeah.
else's. So
Where was that at?
Camp McCall. So Camp McCall's a little bit south of Fort Bragg,
Okay.
in North Carolina, and then really, I mean, you go there and you draw all your stuff, and then you roll out. But the entire time you're operating in that southern North Carolina area,
Yeah.
where you got a bunch of groups out there in different like, I mean, oh, never mind, I can't say that either. Like, we're just in North Carolina, like
Yeah.
everywhere, sporadically placed
Going all over
around,
the place.
doing missions and
We're
stuff.
totally gonna get you. We're
No,
gonna catch
no,
you
we
right
got to move on to the next.
next topic.
And then I was in I think it was a 2-week turnaround. Came home, got to hang out a little bit, and then off to Taiwan for 2 months.
Was through Project Go.
Yeah, DoD funded. I went with VMI, so they get the funds from the Department of Defense to send so many kids to study abroad.
And you learn the language of
the native nation
where you're going. And you went to Taiwan, so tell us a little bit about.
Yeah,
Taiwan.
Chinese.
Chinese.
It's tonal, like everybody says.
Mm-hmm.
So it's super tricky to learn. I mean, it's easier than like if you had any language background, it's not hard.
Yeah.
Especially the basics. But then once you get into I mean, like any language, once you get into actually how you format like subject, verb, object, stuff like that, and you start breaking the language down, it got pretty difficult. But whenever you go out in the city or in a town, it wasn't hard to communicate at all. I mean, you have hands and you can say 4 or 5 words, and they're like, all right, I can see what you're saying.
That's crazy.
But that was awesome. I think I loved the people aspect of it the most. Like, that's what they say you're supposed to get out of studying abroad. And that's why they want you to go abroad for Project Go, to learn it as an officer. But I absolutely loved immersing with the culture. Like, I still have people that I text there all the time. I had a Tibetan monk that I would make breakfast with every morning. He'd make his, I don't even know what, and I'd be making 6 eggs and 2 pieces of toast.
You think he knows what a dippy egg is?
Oh, for sure. I mean, he saw me make at least one while I was there. But he was awesome. Kenpo was his name, I'm pretty sure. And
That's crazy.
He was like, dude, anytime you want to come to Tibet. I was like, I don't even, what do you got there? It was like mountains and monasteries.
Sounds pretty good to me. I'll go.
Yeah.
What's the weather environment like there?
Tropical. Like, if you go to the beach and you're like, man, it's humid, it's like that all the time there.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a sweaty guy. Like, I'm super skinny and I don't have a lot of fat on me. And just walking from our classroom down to the gym, I was like back sweat, and like my back doesn't sweat. I was like, this is weird.
How humid it was.
It's just funny to see the bigger guys with me. I mean, like, it's weird too because we're in an Asian country and we're all fairly tall white males. Like the dude in front of me, soaked, and then you get passed by this Taiwanese girl in winter jacket, and it's 90 degrees out, and I'm like, what is going on?
What is this?
And she's walking uphill. We're walking downhill.
Man, she's probably like, these dumb
well, they would call us, they would either be a Waiguoren, which is like foreigner, like Y means outside, and then Guo is like country, so outside country person. Ren is person, or they would say Meiguoren, which is like American.
Okay.
So, which is funny because I mean they thought we were just tourists whenever you'd go out, and they'd be like, Waiguoren, and we'd be like, dude, they're talking about us. Let's see what we can figure out.
So how did you learn the Chinese language? Like, did you start, because I'm taking a traditional Chinese history class right now, and then my roommate over the summer for my internship lived in China for 10 years, and he was like trying to teach me. Did you start with the actual written symbol of it?
Yeah.
And then
there's
go into how to say it?
There's pinyin, which is the Arabic alphabet, so like what we write with, the writing of how you pronounce it, so that like English speaking people or any other language that uses that kind of alphabet can pronounce it.
Yeah.
There's that writing for it. Then there's the symbol, than there is the meaning of the word.
Okay.
So your notebook mine would have the symbol. I'd put a little dash, I'd put the pinyin for it, and then I'd put a dash, and then I'd put the definition.
Yeah.
And then whenever we would get back, because our teacher, Gao Lauscher, I loved her so much. She'd give us an assignment, she'd send us home, and the entire time you're at home in the dorms, we'd be in the basement, you would just rapid fire the characters in your book until you just burn it into your brain.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I can't write as much Chinese anymore as much as I can speak it, but
but
it's useful.
the actual symbols represent
Yeah.
or almost like a picture of what
So there's like
the word is.
Oh, you want a Chinese class?
I'm in a Chinese class right now.
There's like wool is me or I.
Yeah.
And wool has a symbol for itself. And then like to say mine or my possession would be like wool da. So like da has its own symbol as well. So you would read it as wool da, but there's also symbols that are put together. So if I say wool men means us or we. So, but you pronounce that as one. So your pinyin would go from two words separate to what looks like woman.
One. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But wool da would be spaced out because it's two separate words.
Yeah.
But then it comes down to all of your characters are like, if you flip it over and you read the Chinese packaging on your label or like how to read it.
Yeah.
It's all jammed together. There is no spaces between words.
Yeah.
So then it's like you have to recognize that those two characters mean one thing and you have to pronounce it correctly. And then add tones on top of that, because you have 1, 2, 3, and 4, which is like the classic example is shui jiao with a flat tone is dumpling, but shui jiao with a fourth tone or a downwards tone is to sleep.
We're gonna have my grandpa always orders stuff from like cheap websites and these random packages in Chinese will show up.
Yeah.
And we just look at them and try to figure out what it actually is. So we're gonna have you down and you can tell us all the stuff he orders that he doesn't even know either.
I can't read that much anymore. But if I go to a restaurant, like I can still speak and order and all that, but
that's cool. And then the symbols have changed over time too, because like if you go through the different dynasties and then to current, like one symbol that looked like this 100 years ago now looks like something different.
And then if you look at what Taiwan uses, they use traditional Chinese.
Yeah.
So their symbols some of them look the same, but a lot of them look way different than mainland China because they use simplified Chinese, which I learned using simplified Chinese because I didn't want carpal tunnel trying to practice all those characters for the first time. But it's different because you learn that with Spanish too. Like you have Spain and you have Spanish in Spain, and then you have Spanish in Mexico, and they use completely different dialects for some words.
Yeah.
Like Chinese is like to say here, I would say like, or I can't remember if it's here or there, but like it would be like "jur" if you're in China, but if you're in Taiwan, it's gonna be like "Jolie."
Yeah.
And then you just have to remember those little differences.
That's amazing. You're not gonna go back to Taiwan and China.
I actually really, really want to.
Yeah.
Like I fell in love with that country while I was there.
That's awesome.
A lot of cool people.
Would you say that tops your list of all the things you've done?
I gotta think, and I feel like bad saying I really liked my CTLT, because I made some like long-term people there that I got close with, and that actually I don't even know if there is any comparing all of them. Because
they're all so different.
I was gonna say so many of them have been so different, and they've had huge benefits in different ways that, like, it's impossible for me to compare them. Yeah. But I definitely miss it. I love it.
So then that was your summer of your freshman year.
Yeah.
And then the summer of your sophomore year, what'd you have? You did you had camp.
CST first, yeah.
And then you went.
Yeah. Then I went to Fort Hood, which
that's right. Yeah.
I spent a month there with a cav troop, which was awesome. I didn't think I'd integrate as quickly as I did, but upon the first day, I was in the field with them right away.
Yeah.
And then second day, because I didn't sleep. I think that was the longest I've ever been up consecutively. I think
Yeah.
it was about bordering on 72 to 80 hours, just because we were doing
Man,
stuff as soon as
yeah.
I got off the plane from CST. And the next day they had me like racing all the gunners in 240 drills, and I lost the first time, and then I was like, give me one more shot, and I smoked the dude that I was going to get. Like, I don't like to like brag about it, but I was like, he was slower too. Like,
Yeah.
I could tell he wasn't super. And then everybody wanted to go, so we were all racing each other. And then yeah, I got integrated pretty quick, and it was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah, that is awesome. Well, we will be right back because we got a lot more to cover. Because if you cannot tell already, Mr. Brenize does a lot of cool stuff. So we will be right back. We are back with Mr. Brenize. So we covered Robin Sage, Taiwan,
Yep.
Fort Hood. Talk a little bit about your CST camp experience, because you did
A year earlier.
He's So High Speed and So
No,
Amazing. He's So Amazing.
Yeah. I didn't enjoy it as much as everybody else did.
Yeah.
I mean, I had like reasons that I wanted to be home, just because I wanted
Yeah.
to be home. And yeah, I just really didn't want to be there. I ended up falling into a great group of guys towards the end that turned my whole experience around. Like, I like fell in love with them. I was like, all right, I'm having fun. But there was a huge all right, I got to word it right. Competition, like, between dudes the entire time. Like, it was always like, I'm the macho man. I'm the macho.
Who's it
And
gonna be?
I don't like to speak against other guys to prove that maybe like who's better. I like it to be purely objective, and like we're showing each other, oh, okay, like this guy can do this good or this. So that's what it is for the first 10 days, is you're not doing any skills related things. Everybody's just like speaking about themselves,
trying to build themselves
talking
up.
the talk. And then when it came to walking the walk, it was
then
like,
they usually couldn't do it.
Yeah, and then which, I mean, some of them were really impressive dudes, but some of them were just, and then they couldn't deal with that humbling, which is why I think I tried to go into where I was like, don't embarrass yourself, like just be quiet and then do what you do. And I just had a hard time putting up with the people, which, I mean, was developmental for me like crazy. Like, now I'm a little bit more tolerant of some people, but yeah, that was CST. Ugh.
That was good. That reminded me of a good quote. I'm gonna give you a good quote.
Let me hear it.
All right, by Abe Lincoln, and he says, "I am more inclined to hold my tongue and be thought a fool than to speak out and remove all doubt." That's a good one.
Now you're going to have me just being quiet all the time, because I probably say way too much stuff that I just need to be quiet. Actually, I just talk way too much.
That's a dirty lie. I think you're very humble.
No.
That's one of the things I love about you. You're a humble leader.
Can I say, you got to stop looking at me like that, though.
I got to hold my tongue. Okay, so then you went, that was your sophomore year.
Yep.
And then
this past summer,
you were at Fort Benning?
Yeah.
For
I swear,
nursing.
Do you have bios that you prep on people beforehand?
No, I just know all my guests very well.
That's why you're just so impressive.
That's
I was there for NSTP for the Army, so nurse summer training program. So all of us student nurses get to roll over, and we get to do stuff like that, where we go and we work in a real Army hospital. So I was at Martin Army Community Hospital down in Georgia, Fort Benning, and there's not a lot going on. In a community, like an Army community hospital. You get a lot more in your big medical service units. But I found the busiest. I tried to be like, I want the action while I'm here. Fell into the ER the first day and then stayed there the entire month. And I got to do amazing stuff. Like, beyond what I know most nursing students get to pull out of school, because down there, I don't want to say like licensure doesn't matter, but it's also Army medicine. So it's kind of, we're here to do a job. We're not here to be perfectly, well, how much should I say? Like, perfectly, like, medicinally correct's the right thing. Like, legally, there's wiggle room. But yeah, I got to do a lot down there. IV sticks right off the bat. Had a couple emergent situations that I got to be in on, like pretty hands-on for stuff that a student shouldn't get to do. And suturing was a big one. Like, that's what I just got so excited about. I was like, normally you don't well, you don't even search her as a nurse. So I was like, or a nurse, like, let alone being in that environment and getting to do that.
Yeah.
So
what's like similarities or difference between the clinicals you do at the Gettysburg Hospital and then the one you did at Fort Benning?
So Gettysburg, because that's where I'm at right now, is all look, don't touch.
Okay.
I mean, like, you can do assessments. I could take somebody's temperature, I could take their blood pressure, and give meds if somebody is telling me everything to do while I'm doing it. And yeah, that's about it. You know, and that you're watching everything. So I mean, those are really like make what you can out of it, which I think is where some people pull their frustration because they're not willing to do that or put themselves out there. And then Benning was, hey, this is going to be your job in a year, like, figure it out now.
Yeah.
And that was
awesome. Much better experience. Yeah.
Yeah, my nurse mentor from there that I stuck around with him the entire time I was down there. He was texting me earlier today.
Yeah.
He's like, "What are you doing in school? You bored yet?" And I was like, "Yeah, kind of. Come get me."
That's awesome. And then you went to air assault school.
Yeah,
at Fort Campbell.
Fort
you
Campbell.
were at the
Sobolosky Air Assault School,
the real one.
Yeah, I right off the bat got super lucky. I had the best roommate in the world. I got worried because we did like the whole intro. We walk into the same room and he was already in there and all prepped. And I was like, "Hey, where do you go to school?" And he was like, "Texas A&M." And I was like, "No, not another one." And he was like, "Where do you go to school?" I was like, "Shippensburg University." And he was like, "Where is that?"
Where is that?
And I was like, "Well, a small school in Shippensburg, Pennsylvania, South Central, you know where Harrisburg is now." And he turned out to be my best buddy. I mean, we ate Chinese food every single day for supper.
Wait, how do you get Chinese food? Did you go out and get your own food?
We walk over to the PX. Everybody else is like, "Let's go to the DFAC." I was like, "Dude, I will pay money to go to the PX and eat like real food." Yeah.
And I end up at West Point.
Yeah, I feel so bad. Well, West Point got good food. Yeah, were you eating the good food at West Point?
Yeah, I was, but we had like 10 minutes
segregated
to eat
the ROTC.
They did. They kind of did. But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I lucked out because I mean I heard your story, I heard Josh's story, and I got really worried.
You were well prepped.
Yeah. Well, I was prepped for all that stuff. Yeah. Like as soon as we got the sling loads, it was so air assaults, the aircraft familiarization, your sling loads, and then your rappelling phase. And yeah, as soon as we got the sling loads, it was like, all right, dude, you're walking the wire now.
This is it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that's exciting.
Yeah, that was where I had that funny story of the staff sergeant to mess with me on sling loads. I told you that, right? Yeah. Yeah, but made it through that, got my badge, and that was a pretty prideful moment.
Yeah, rightfully so.
I think it felt nice because that was real.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I've done all this other stuff in ROTC, but that was the what's going to be on my resume and what people are going to look at when I'm walking around in uniform. It's going to be like, oh, he did do something real. He's not, Yeah. That's why it was a little bit extra. It felt nice to have that under your belt.
That's good. All right, we will be back because we still got a lot to cover. All right, we are back with Mr. Aiden Brenize. We got a lot more to cover. So, Aidan serves as the battalion commander of the Shippensburg University Raider Battalion.
Yeah.
How do you like it?
Yeah, I knew this was one that you were gonna like ask too.
Oh yeah, you know.
That's why I was like kind of thinking about it on the way in on the car, and I was like, it's really not as hard as I think people think.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, of course, everybody who used to be BC is like, oh, it's so hard. Like this isn't an easy job, but it's just stressful because anybody can do it, but you're delegating everything. Like I'm not the one who's doing a lot of the work unless I'm individually appointed to do something.
Yeah.
And everything else that I get told to do, I turn around and I have people that do that. But then you're worried about, is it getting done right?
Yeah.
Are they going to do it? Are they going to do it in time? Do I need to do it? Do they need more direction and stuff like that?
And if something usually falls through, it's
your
head
on
the chopping block.
That's how it works. But then it also comes to that decision point, which is uncomfortable. And I
Mhm.
mean, I hope you run into this same dilemma because it's really developmental, but why don't I just do it myself?
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, I can't do that because it's developmental for them. But then where do you sacrifice development for your peers with overall success?
Yeah.
And then which I mean, we saw the key examples of that this past weekend, which, I mean, it was stressful. And I mean, I was spread thin doing
Yeah.
roles that I'm not supposed to be doing in that capacity
Mhm.
whenever we're working in a field environment. And you get frustrated, and then you have to learn about how to deal with that frustration whenever your face isn't supposed to be the one of frustration.
Yeah.
But it was really nice. And I mean, this position alone has been super developmental. It's taught me a lot of things
Yeah.
about how to lead other people.
Mhm.
Which is ironic because it's something I'm
Yeah.
not going to do as a nurse.
Well,
But
that was going to be my one question for you. If there's one thing so far
yeah,
that you've learned from the position about yourself, what is it? And I like to hit you with
yeah, I should have
right on
prepped
the
for that
spot.
one.
Either something that's like good about yourself or something you learned you got to work on or whatever.
Well, and I think I've already. I mean, I haven't figured it all out,
Mhm.
but I can feel myself starting to figure it out now.
Yeah.
And talking, and I've never had a huge issue with public speaking, but I don't like to public speak
Yeah.
against what a lot of people probably think about me. Like, I know
Mhm.
my family loves to think that I love to talk in front of people. I hate talking in front of people. But it's different talking in front of people and talking to a bunch of people,
Yeah.
which is one. And maybe I hit the nail on the head when I was talking to us after the FTX, or maybe I swung and missed and thought I hit the nail on the head.
No, I thought you did a great job.
But it's stuff like that, and reading your group,
Mhm.
and going that extra step as a leader to care about the individuals,
Yeah.
and then learn. Because I mean, as all of those individuals, they create this group that is a conglomerate of all of them that ultimately boils down to their morale and
Yeah.
how they're feeling and why they're feeling that way. And then it's your job to figure out the why and then address it appropriately.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I let them handle the who did a good job, and then I would
Mhm.
handle the who did a bad job, and let's
Yeah.
talk about why that's important. But yeah, that's probably one of the biggest things that I've started to learn about this, because I mean, the Army is the profession of people. So I'm sitting here
Yeah.
learning about my people and how I, as a person, need to mentor and deal with that,
Yeah.
which is mentorship for myself. I mean, we have great people up like our cadre that
Yeah.
mentor me. So it's
I think that was the best answer anyone has ever given on the show.
well, that was probably
That
the
was a good one.
longest talk around answer that you could have
That
had.
was a good
That was
answer.
the oh, dude, I should
That
have
was
thought he
very
was
well
going
said.
to ask that.
And here's everyone needs to know this. Aiden is a very good public speaker because he spoke at the September 11th remembrance ceremony and did amazing.
Yeah, I had help with that. I had one of the best public speakers that I knew give
You
me
did it.
a healthy amount of input.
That was all you.
I watched Arnold once give probably the best speech, the only one that's almost ever made me cry, at a graduation last year. And I was like, man, if only I could public speak that well.
You
And
totally
then
can.
turn around anytime I need to give a speech, I'm like, hey Arnold, I need help with this speech.
And you nailed it. You did good.
Yeah,
It was real
yeah.
good.
Aside from the leg shakes, but
They can't see that. You're
I
behind the
attributed
podium.
that to the stairs we did that morning. I was like, that's because we
Yeah.
climbed halfway up
We did
the
all the
Twin
steps.
Towers.
Yeah, we did that. All right. Well, in keeping with tradition, we usually will end the show with a final song, America the Beautiful. And then we'll give some final thoughts and close out. But we're definitely going to have you on again because we didn't even touch half of the stuff
That's
that
wild
we
now.
need to. Well, maybe we'll have them on back to back next week. We'll see. But here is America the Beautiful by the one and only, my favorite, Mr. Frank Sinatra. Then Mr. Frank Sinatra, and I will fight anyone who says otherwise. We are back, Mr. Aiden Brenize. This show went too quick, and we did not cover as much as we needed to, but that's okay because we got into some good stuff. And as you can tell, Mr. Brenize is an amazing man who does a lot of awesome stuff. So I want to hand it over to him for his closing comments. If any shout outs he wants to give, it's on you.
Yeah. My folks are listening, so hi. Sorry we couldn't request 3 Doors Down too. Arnold's busy.
That'll be next Monday.
But yeah, that was the biggest thing, was being as appreciative as this guy as I can be. I haven't met more of a competitor while I'm here than Arnold, and I think that's the biggest thing that I've preached to all the kids, was to find your guy that's better than you and push yourself to be better than him. So secretly, does he know, he's the one that makes me want to be better and better and better, because I can't let him steal number one. And yeah, you kind of came out of the blue sophomore year, and I was like, oh, this guy's good. I got to be better than him.
It'll be better. Which we didn't even bring this up. We I have to congratulate Mr. Brenize, distinguished military graduate.
Well, ditto.
Yeah. So that's see, our competition fuels each other.
Yeah.
And but it's a loving competition.
It is. It's
It's
that
a good
track
one.
competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, so that's exciting. And Cadet of the Year.
Oh, what?
You were Cadet of the Year.
Oh, yeah. Well, you were Cadet of the Year, too. That's why I immediately knew. I was like, oh, this guy's going to be
Who
a
is
pain,
this
dude.
guy?
I got to be better than
I'm
him.
gonna take him out.
Yeah. Secretly.
And then we became best friends.
And then I'll take over the radio station.
Yeah,
Yeah, like,
you'll
where
take
is
over the radio-
Arnold at? It's like, I'm
He's
running this
gone.
time slot today.
You should. All right, we're definitely gonna have you back on, because this was an awesome show, and we still have a bunch of stuff to cover.
Yeah, next time
You
I
get
got to
it?
prep questions for you, though.
Oh,
I'm going
no.
to flip it on you.
No one's.
And turn
All
the
right,
table.
I'll have to prepare. I'll prepare. Anything else?
No, dude,
Before
that's
we
it.
close out?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I appreciate
thanks. Thanks for joining. It was an honor and privilege to have you on, and it's an honor and privilege to call you a friend and be able to get to know you and do ROTC with you. And I'm very excited to have you back on the show, but also see all the amazing things you do once you're out of here.
I'm going
out
to
of
cry.
Shippensburg.
I'm
He's
gonna cry.
crying right now.
Yeah, I am crying right now. Yeah,
But,
turn my mic off.
but thank you for listening to another episode of America the Beautiful, only on WSYC 88.7. We will be back next Monday from 7 to 8 p.m. Have a great rest of your week. And God bless America.
Welcome to America the Beautiful After Hours. This is the post-radio version of this podcast. I have Mr. Colin Arnold to my right, Mr. Aiden Brenize to my left.
Yeah.
And we're just going to talk some shit, dude, because we can do whatever we want now. What was that we were talking about with Fury? That quote?
Oh, yeah. The like TikTok mainstream popularized Bible verses that everybody uses.
That's all Bible study's going to be tomorrow?
Yeah, that's what I think I'll do for Bible. No, I won't do that. I have a couple other Proverbs that I think I wanted to talk about. Gideon was one. But I think we'll talk about something other than Gideon. I want to get a little creative and weird with the group. We'll see. Maybe tied into something about failure.
Yeah. For those of you that don't know, Arnold runs a Bible study on campus. Started last semester in the spring, and I feel like we've grown a little bit. We're getting bigger. No, and Aiden's going to be continuing it.
I love going to your Bible study.
Yeah.
Like that.
That's great.
Well, I started that. I would say I started. We started because
Yeah.
everybody goes. And last year, there was maybe 10 people showed up originally,
Yeah, it was a small
and now
group.
we're up to like 15, 17.
15 consistently showing up too. Yeah,
But it's focused
good.
around cadets within the Raider Battalion to come, and particularly because they are in a more stressful.
Yeah.
They do a lot more, and to be able to be leaders and root their leadership in a Christian light, because I think the best leaders are ones who root their foundations.
Yeah, and
in
I'm
a
not
Christian-
even a real big Christian or churchgoer in general, but
But you
the
are now.
the lessons from it are pretty awesome. So
Yeah,
we
and
appreciate
anyone
that.
can use them, and the goal is years from now that you can always lean back on them and know that they're always there. So
Yeah, it's pretty awesome stuff.
times.
And now we got Brenize coming with us too. He's actually showing up to stuff.
He's actually
here now.
showing up.
He's
Oh,
it's
he
almost,
gave me
it's
a
almost
plus.
like he's a Shippensburg student.
I know. What a ship bag.
Yeah, I've forgone a lot of my Monalto ties. Actually, I mean, I never had any to begin with.
Ties.
But I was,
There's only like 20 people there for you to cut ties with, so.
Oh, dude, there's a decent bit of people, but I was like, yeah. My schedule is way more open this semester, but also busier on the other half. And then I was like, you know what, screw some of my time and like being home. I was like, I can just come in and, I mean, I only had a year here, so.
Yeah. Before we get more into that, give like an intro to the podcast, how you came up with this podcast. Because
the podcast idea
is all Mr. Henry Mull's
Well,
idea.
I got lit on Arnold's radio show, what was it, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now?
Yeah.
3 weeks ago. And from, like, my family was like, oh, I can't listen in sometimes. Like, you know, you should really make a podcast. Like, Arnold's a really good speaker, a really good host. I think he'd be awesome if he made this a podcast. I'm like, did a little bit of research, found some of the software, got some of the stuff for it, and yeah, we're 2 episodes deep now.
You jumped right on
We're
it.
keeping it going. Got all the banners and stuff going, yeah. And it's something easy for me to do, just sit back there, listen to your conversations. I enjoy it.
Yeah. But this is our first after hours.
Yeah, this is the
one.
first after hours portion.
So, it's exciting.
We can talk about whatever we want here.
Which what I want to talk about is your reaction. How did you take when they came out and said Penn State Mont Alto is closing?
Oh, dude.
What's that?
So at first, I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to be in school for another 4 years.
Yeah.
Because at that point, it's cool, pay the last 3 years of school back, or pick up another degree, or finish out a nursing degree somewhere else. So I had options like buzzing through my head right away, and then the news came out and they were like, we're closing in 2027, and then I genuinely had to like relook at my, because I can't do math.
Yeah.
I had to like relook at my graduation year, and I was like May 2026. I was like, oh, I'm good.
Cool.
And then, yeah, from there it was like, well, the entire last 4 years of my life have been telling everybody, hey, look, this is possible. And then it just got shot in the head in front of me anyways.
Yeah.
So
Know what story I want you to retell once we pass Penn State?
What?
Well, we won't name names. We'll call this kid Whiskey during land navigation at our FTX this past weekend. I want to hear those stories again.
Oh, do you want
Because I don't think
Arnold
Arnold remembers these stories.
Was that from this past?
This past FTX.
Yeah,
this
because I
weekend.
wasn't there for that part.
Yeah, let's hear about your land nav experience with your group. So Aiden in MS4, so he took out a bunch of the freshmen to learn how to land navigate, make sure that didn't die, and he had a fun one with him.
So it was pretty, like, the group I had was solid, genuinely solid, and they totally showed me that they know the fundamentals and beyond. And to the point where we could move past, like, anything serious, like, we weren't dead reckoning to points. I could bust straight into, all right, you guys are going to find this point using this method. So they're doing attack points. They're doing purely terrain association. They're measuring routes off of like azimuths. What's up?
How do people hear me?
How do we hear you?
Yeah.
I saw you out of the corner of my eye.
Oh, so Caden Cash from last week has just joined us.
Just interrupted the
Come on,
show.
sit. We're talking about, not naming names, but his land nav experience this past weekend.
But yeah, so the majority of them could soak that up pretty good. One of them wasn't as much, which I mean, that's my job out there, is to equitably distribute training value. And my attempts at that tried my patience a lot. There was a particular time where we were going back to a point that we had actually gotten the wrong point, but it was next to the point that we needed to get within 50 meters or so. And I wanted them to terrain associate back to it, which you would imagine would be pretty easy going back to where you've already been. It proved a lot more difficult than I thought, and we got in a little argument about what a river was. And I had said, well, there's obviously no water in this one. The one that we were at had water in it, to which I saw this individual go to hands and knees and give me a couple, damn it! And then I was like, hey, but this one looked like it used to flow downhill towards probably where another one was. lo and behold, as soon as he got off his hands and knees and looked to his right, his point was right there. I think that was a learning curve. And then we finished our second iteration, and they were already showing me that they knew enough. So our particular problem child, I made, actually I took all of their maps. So they had 3 maps. I said, hey, give me your maps, you guys can keep your compass, but knowing that you already know this terrain, I want you to find your way back. And, it took a second. He immediately started heading in the right direction, so I was very impressed, but then we did get the entire way back. Which, I was happy. I mean, because that showed me fully, okay, you guys, not only terrain associated, but you built this map and terrain in your head, so that if I say, hey, recall all that, you don't have to map anything.
Yeah.
They could be like, oh wait, this goes to this, and we cross this. So it was pretty rewarding to see them progress, but it didn't mean that there wasn't trials before that.
But I think land nav's probably the most confident building.
It is.
Yeah, you're
In
thrown in the
RXs.
woods and you're like, hey, go find these spots. No, make it back.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a skill that they get no practical use in until we take them out to do
Yeah.
it. Yeah, because I mean, they get it drilled into their brains until I literally watch them fall asleep in front of me. But then, yeah, when you're out there doing the practical, it's totally different because now it's like, oh my goodness, where are my notes at?
Yeah.
But they got it. They killed it.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, Cash, now that you joined us here, I want to talk about some of the trials and tribulations you've been going through this semester, because you've been on a pretty generational run as of late. So, where do you want to start? Do you want to start recently now, or like go back to the start of the semester?
Back to the beginning, I don't remember.
Let's go back to last semester. So, currently we have a meltdown counter for Cash. It's getting pretty high.
No, I haven't had one recently.
Yeah, well, we'll go back to last semester. This gentleman lost his keys and was yelling about it for a while at Brenize's house. So that was one.
I wonder why.
Oh, I forgot about
I
that.
wonder why I lost my
He
keys.
didn't know what a stepbrother was for a while because he's a cute little guy and he's like, he's just my brother.
That was this semester though. That
That was a semester. Didn't know. So we have an air fryer in our room. We're not supposed to, but we have an air fryer in our room. He put some pizza rolls in there. Turns on the air fryer. It's still frozen. I don't know, man. Put it in for another 5 minutes. Hey, man, it's still frozen. Let me look at it. Open it. Dead frozen pizza rolls. Hey, man, you didn't plug it in. So he was air frying his pizza rolls for about 10 minutes with no.
The timer.
No air.
I don't know. The
Yeah.
timer.
What else do
You
we
can't turn
got?
the timer unless it's on.
Technology's an issue for him.
It's nice. It's watching you grow.
Grow up at 20 years old.
Yeah.
The most recent one would be the blinds.
The blinds. So
But I've never had blinds where you had to do that thing. You can just lift them up or down and they go.
Oh, you mean pull the string?
Yeah.
You didn't know how to do that?
They don't look at
No.
They don't have it.
These have the string.
Oh, these do. These do, but the one in our room doesn't. The one I've had in my bedroom
Yeah.
in my house
So
doesn't.
that little traction guy totally blew your mind.
he was.
I mean, it was like
He hit me with
4:30
that
a.m. It was 4:30 a.m., but it did blow my mind.
Yeah. Look at that. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, but now you got to put down.
Yeah, and
You
you
pull it
pull
to
to
the
the other side.
It's crazy.
So there's a practical
No,
exercise.
what I
going
told
on
him,
right
I was like, it's crazy. Like, if I wanted to look out the window, I could just go.
Oh, dude, but then you just
Then you
ruffled
messed it all up.
See, look at how they're
See, you
cooking
just
now.
dude. Now, come on now.
Yeah, but I'm just a lazy individual, so I don't worry
Yeah.
about that.
You heard it right from the horse's mouth.
Right? He's a lazy individual.
I'm a lazy individual, but highly motivated.
I didn't know.
That'd be a good
I didn't know
shirt.
that was a saying
That'd be a good, what?
from the horse's mouth.
You've never heard that?
I've never heard that.
Really? Oh,
Well, what's the context of that though?
Straight from the
Was-
horse's mouth.
straight from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, how many times has a dude been like?
I think it's talking about
Yeah, I heard it.
wasn't it some horses that were around Jesus or something when he was born?
There was donkeys.
No, it's
Yeah,
not that.
and
Then.
sheep.
Definitely not that.
sheep.
All right, I have to look up that saying now.
Straight from the horse's mouth.
Jamie, look that up.
There's no other bad moments I've had, though. I've been
Okay,
good.
so it originated in horse trading circles as an expression for getting information directly from the most reliable source, because a horse's teeth are the most accurate indicator of its age and health,
Wow, look at us.
revealing truths that a seller might try to conceal.
So every horse that I've ever seen the inside of their mouth
How many
Yeah.
horses have you seen
Yeah,
inside?
that's how you know.
Yeah.
Are we talking about
How
the
many
lunch?
horses haven't you seen the inside of their mouth?
Any horses.
Well, you got a bad track record, so.
Huh? Oh, alright. My point being, their teeth look yellow and gross and stuff, so I like, where do you gauge that at? If their teeth are like falling out or something?
You just gotta brush
And
your
then
teeth.
what about that horse that they took all of George Washington's teeth out of? Yeah, I mean, he could have been a really good horse, but somebody pulled his freaking teeth out. You heard it from the horse's mouth. Look at that, he's got 6 missing teeth. Like, it's actually
It's actually George.
He just like killed a really good song.
It's in our ginger autistic
Use
president.
that saying again and don't think about George Washington.
I'm never gonna think about it again.
You know way too many quotes.
You're big on quotes.
Yeah,
Quotes are important.
You know a lot of them though.
Like, I guess you guys didn't grow up in like small little towns.
I did.
Quotes are
Yeah,
important.
Yeah.
I literally.
Alright, then spit
Especially-
out some lingo.
Especially when you're from a town when like 18 presidents have visited and
Yeah, see now that's
generals and
my town was one.
Hey, JFK visited Boston. He gave a speech
he did.
there.
He visited.
Outside the
and
Duffield Diner.
the guy that gave him the tour of Gettysburg was my grandparents' history teacher.
No, JFK visited Pottsville.
Oh, it was a Pottsville. And he went to do you go to England Brewery?
Probably.
I don't know.
There's a picture of it somewhere.
See, so now you need to know some good JFK quotes.
Never had a president in my town.
Not in Shippensburg.
I haven't president.
Not in
don't
Shippensburg.
worry.
I mean, President Patterson.
Oh, wait, that's true.
I don't even know if President Patterson's ever been to Newburgh. Except for maybe to take the turnpike.
Yeah.
I was pissed when I was coming to your house the other day.
Yeah.
Like, I set my directions for Possum. Like,
Semi
oh,
trap.
no, it
Oh.
put me on the turnpike. I paid turnpike prices to drive like 10
Why?
miles to your house.
I just got off.
If I didn't realize that, I would have just stayed on 81
I got off on
if I noticed.
Just went off the Newberries or whatever.
Yeah, that's the right way to do it.
Yeah, no, I,
See, that's what makes you a freak, dude. you're like, think like an individual. Nah, Google Maps has got it.
So do you live in Newburgh or?
Yeah,
Is it
so
Newburgh?
I live, technically Newburgh, because I'm still in Hopewell Township out there.
Oh, okay.
Just funny, you know that little stream that you cross coming down to my house?
Mm-hmm.
I live a half mile away from going to Chambersburg School District,
Oh, okay.
which would suck, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, now I went to good old Shippensburg.
Good old
and then I got
Shippensburg.
stuck here.
You're
Who knows,
still
who
in
knows how great I could have
Shippensburg.
been if I went to Chambersburg. I probably got stabbed or something.
Awesome. I had my best swim meet at Shippensburg High School.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
That was probably the one whenever I got flirted up by your buddy.
Awesome.
Yeah. Or watched that scene in the locker room. Yeah, so Gettysburg swim team, I've never met a more prolific, that's how you say it, right?
Prolific, yeah.
Group of individuals.
We were something else.
Yeah. I was like, alright, let me go put my
wait, so
swim-
did you guys end up? You guys have swum against each other before?
I
Well,
didn't swim.
he was a weird
I know.
guy.
Well, I was a diver.
I'd swim.
I swam too, though, to be fair. I didn't realize.
I'd swim the 4x1 occasionally, but I broke my toe and I had to buddy tape it. And we got disqualified one time because my toes were webbed. So
See,
they
I
didn't
did-
let me swim the 4x1.
I did some shit like that. I was doing a reverse double and I smacked my toes off the board. I didn't break anything, but I had a huge gash in my foot, so we taped it up and then I swam the relay right after. I didn't get any shit for it.
Yeah, see, yours sounds cool. I broke my toe getting on the board. I looked down while I was standing on the diving board then. Because, like, you know, you look down and get
Yeah.
the step and everything. I looked down at my feet and my left pinky toe was pointing to my left. Like, straight out the
Yeah,
left side
yeah.
of my foot. And I was like, oh. Like, that
Let's
doesn't
see that.
look good. So I just bent over and grabbed it and I snapped it back. And then I dove. And then...
I'll just show you. I have a video of my feet against.
Could you even dive at Shippensburg though? Because they didn't have a diving.
Yeah, we did.
Was it deep enough?
Yeah.
Just wasn't.
How deep was your pool?
See, I don't remember that.
12 foot?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's deep.
I guess I was thinking because Big Spring
You're just
has.
trying to get the topic off of helicopter and meat in the locker room.
Whoa, get that! No context for me,
I don't know that story.
No, that's the Gettysburg experience, bro. I remember being like, I'm gonna go change my swim trunks in the bathroom stall, and then I came. Was it you?
Yes.
Oh, that's tight.
I was trying to 2.5.
And I came out of the bathroom stall.
Wait, this one's even better.
Everybody was naked.
I'll show you this one then.
Really? That's a belly flop.
I was trying to 2.5 during warm-ups.
Oh, I thought that was like
Wait,
during
you put yourself
I was
during
like,
warm-ups?
That was a belly flop.
Yeah, dude, I got a concussion after that.
Jamie, pull up that video of Henry dashing his forehead off the water.
Dude, that shit was so bad.
I didn't even know how to dive when I started swimming.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't.
Like to dive?
You were telling me
couldn't
about
even dive
that.
in.
Yeah, you
You
couldn't
did the,
die.
you do like the weird like.
My legs would come in,
Yeah.
and it got so bad that my coach would hold on to my ankles, and I would dive in, and he would like whip my feet up, and then they would shoot a hose of cold water across, and I'd have to get over it. And we just did it.
Oh, you actually like.
I got so lucky because my feet were bent, and if I stuck my toes out,
Yeah.
it would have broken my whole foot, but I had them bent. So I got lucky. Super lucky.
Jeez.
Lucky not his head.
I've gotten close to smacking my head
Oh.
before too.
Yeah, that's wild.
That'd be my favorite.
Yeah, diving's dangerous.
I've had to dive into a 4-foot pool.
Really?
Yeah.
And you're not supposed to do
That's
that.
what I said, but the whole pool was 4 foot.
That's my kind of pool.
For a swim meet, you did that?
Yep.
Really?
And I
Where'd you do
remember.
that at?
I don't even.
I don't think I've ever seen a full.
I don't even remember what school that. No, I do because they had the diving. They had a separate pool for diving.
Oh, really?
Oh,
And that's why I
that's
asked.
cool.
I couldn't remember if Shippensburg had a separate pool for
I don't
diving.
think.
Oh,
Big
was
Spr-
it?
It's not Big Spring. is it?
No, it wasn't Big Spring.
Well, it would have been somebody else in ours because Gettysburg and Shippensburg are in the
We're in
same,
the same
conference.
Oh, I can't remember. And I remember there was a big kid on our team, and I was like, "How are you going to dive in?" And he would belly flop in because if he did any regular dive, he would have smacked the bottom.
I feel like that's not legal. I feel like
That's what I said. I was like,
Cheese grated his nose.
yeah.
They're putting people
I
at
was
risk
like,
for that.
everything that I was taught as a child is now a
Out the
lie
window.
because I just dove into a 4-foot pool.
I mean, I feel like I've definitely dove into like more questionable. Like I think our shallow end on our pool is like 3.6, and I mean you guys. I
yeah.
definitely have like dove off those steps and just like scammed.
Yeah. Did you ever wear tech suits, or do you not wear?
No.
I've worn tech suits.
I
They were rough.
only ever wore the what are they called?
Jammers.
Jammers.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like them.
No, it's funny. We're talking about swimming stuff. Cash can't swim.
I can swim.
You can't
not
swim.
very well.
We gotta get you in the rec center then.
Yeah, we gotta get you in the
Dude,
pool.
It's probably because like you utilize a lot of your shoulder mobility to create that like long pulling force.
And he doesn't
I
have
no
that.
shoulder mobility.
Dog, it's like paddling with your fingers.
Bro, I have no shoulder mobility. Like when I was swimming, like when I went into your
Yeah.
pond, it was doggy paddle frog kick.
Oh jeez.
Doggy paddle frog kick.
So I'm not gonna pretend like I'm a good swimmer. I'm not like a crazy swimmer or anything. But if you're going like long distance, dude, you flip over your back and you just do like the squid type deal. Like you flap your arms and you.
So I'm actually a water safety instructor. I'm certified by the Red Cross, and I teach kids.
I don't trust Red Cross.
I teach kids about your size how to swim. So I think I can
Oh,
teach you how to swim.
6'5", right?
No, 5'1". 5'1".
That's not 5'1".
12-year-olds.
That's not 5'1".
The 5'1", 12-year-olds.
No,
See, but I think it's
Cool.
impressive that you were a kicker on the football team.
Yeah, that does blow my mind.
Oh,
Jamie, what's that video catch getting smoked kicking the ball?
Would would you kick the ball or would somebody else swing your foot into the ball?
They picked him up, and it was
The
like
issue is-
it was like a foosball guy where they stay like this, and they go. Shoom.
The issue is I actually had to kick the ball. Most people just use their dead weight and just get the momentum and carry it
Yeah.
through. I'm not heavy enough.
He took about a 5-yard head start.
No, I didn't get a head start, but I actually had a fucking
What was your record field goal?
I never kicked one in games. We never got that far usually.
They didn't get close to
We
it.
guys
So
were
it was
scoring
just like
touchdowns.
extra points and stuff?
Yeah, I only did extra points and then kickoffs. But then
You had a different punter?
yeah, our punter was he's at Buffalo right now, but he's playing tight end. But
Oh, jeez.
he's like a 6.
How does a punter go from punter to tight? Did he play tight end in high school? And he just
Yeah.
Okay.
But he
I
was
was
just
like,
heavier.
jeez, crazy turnaround.
Yeah, he's just heavier. He's like 6'5", 240. 50
So
or
the
something like that.
opposite of you.
No, not the opposite of me. No,
But kinda.
kind of. Like, no. In my heart, I'm 6'5".
Yeah.
So
That's all that matters.
do you attribute your running ability greatly to your swimming ability?
Yes. As much as I hated swimming, I did not like swimming at all. It did help me with running, and because swimming works muscles that running doesn't,
I'm just so
Work.
happy. I already know how to run.
and it helps with lungs too. That's the biggest thing. The breathing, controlled breathing, and building good lung
I get too tired
capacity.
swimming.
That's what I.
I used to be able to do a 50 meters in the pool in 2 breaths.
So you're supposed to, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
and now I
Well,
can't even make it
To
down.
do 50, so I have to breathe a couple
Yeah.
times.
I want to see him. So I'm at 25.
We should
25.
start going into
Thursday.
Vegas.
Thursday.
Thursday?
What time do they open up Haggis for?
I think it's evening hours.
6 to 9.
6
As
a.m.
long as,
Nah,
6 p.m.
it's evening
Oh,
hours.
well.
6 p.m. to 9.
yeah, as long as I'm back.
Yeah, you said that, and I was like 6 a.m.
As
I
long
was
as
totally
I'm back
down.
from dinner with my uncle, yeah.
You have to ask if this. I don't know if the swim team swim how early they do their practices.
Just sneak
We
in
could do
there.
a ranger challenge swim.
Coach on the team now.
Yeah,
He's
Yeah.
just-
So let's not do a greater
he
challenge.
can get us.
I think we
in.
should.
I think we
should
should
not do that.
Maybe once the season's over, I'll see if I can get you guys for one more PT.
Yeah.
But
Thank
we
God they got rid of the
We
water.
gotta start hitting
ball.
pretty hard. We got that.
The what?
We gotta start hitting PTs pretty hard because we got
We
that shit
have
coming up.
2 weeks. We have 3 weeks, including this week. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I just need more time. Like quite literally more time within the day. I don't have enough time to do everything. It sucks, but that's why I don't
That's
sleep.
why
And
you're
I
so
just-
amazing.
No. That's just like I'll work on some of that stuff until like midnight, and then it's not a hard turnaround from midnight to get up to PT with you guys, so it's pretty.
Is midnight your cutoff? Is that what you try to keep it to, or you don't have a cutoff?
It's
You
just
just
whatever
go to-
hours you need.
Yeah, it's not like it is weird because, and I mean this sounds like super narcissistic, like oh I run on no sleep, but like genuinely a lot of it boils down to I will hit that point of how much work needs done, and then it's the question of okay what all do I have to do tomorrow? How much do I need to sleep to make it through tomorrow? Like that's it. And then if I can get if I can be productive during the day in between other things, that next day I will go home, hibernate, wake up, do something, normally more work, and go back to bed.
Does that number vary depending on what you have to do?
Yeah, it depends.
Each
Like
day.
if I know that I have clinical the next day, and I know that I'm going to have to be on my toes consecutively for 8 to 10 hours, then I'll be like, all right, dead ass dude, you got to sleep tonight. But like if I'm maybe just doing like mil-sci and I know that I have a couple breaks like for lab and stuff, and I know I can bang out a couple rock stars, I'll be like, all right, you can go to bed at like 2, nap for an hour, go to the gym, and then go to PT with you guys, and then just let the day roll. And then right after PT, I'll grab a rock star, and then
You're an animal.
no,
You're
because
an animal.
this animal like literally hibernates. But that's a cool part.
When do you hibernate then? Like
Yeah.
a weekend or?
I've seen you on the weekends. I don't think you.
Yeah, because I don't think you do.
All gas, no brakes.
Yeah.
No, but like it's that's what I liked about when we were talking about Robin Sage too.
Yeah.
Is like you are kind of busy there. You don't have a huge amount of downtime once things get started. You start thinking about your body more about like a machine. Which I mean, like everybody says, like yeah, the body is a machine. It needs fuel. But then you're like, okay, how can I run as fuel efficiently as possible?
Yeah.
And then it's really cool, like what your potential is.
I've found that like this summer I had a pretty busy schedule because I got up for work at like 4 and I worked 5 to 12, and then right after that I do my workout, my run time,
Yeah.
and I go to work in the afternoon too, and then swim after work. And I found like certain blocks of the day that I could be super efficient.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll give myself an hour right after work that gives me enough energy. Get my caffeine in me, go do my workout and my run,
Yeah.
and then I got more time in between there. Then I go do work again. Then I get back and I split up my hours of sleep. So like people think sleep's 8 hours straight, but it's like well if you can get 6 here and then a 2-hour nap somewhere over in there,
Yeah.
I still think you're getting your 8 hours and
REM sleep. You gotta hit your REM. But it is. Go ahead.
I think I get more tired when I sleep more. Like if I sleep like consistently, I'm more tired. Like I've had to take energy drinks. But when last year I'd stay up till 1, get up at like 5, and then take like a 2-hour nap, 3 to 5, I felt better. Like I just felt like I could accomplish more and just go. I don't know. It's weird.
I agree.
I also get weird dreams when I sleep longer. So
That makes it freaky.
He doesn't want
I was-
nightmares.
I almost died last night. I always sleep on my side. And I was laying on my back and I'm dozing off, dude. I started choking. I don't know what happened, dude, but I was sitting there like, oh.
I had a football game on last night. I looked over at him. Yeah, I see a pillow on top of his head and a blanket. I go, all right, well, I guess he doesn't want the game on. I'm checking the game off.
I think I might go like this way. I might have a pillow.
You were
You might need to go for a sleep study.
Yeah,
That sounds like you can make good use of a CPAP machine.
yeah.
I know somebody who can make good use
Oh
of the
my
CPAP
gosh,
machine.
I do too.
Are we talking about Crawford?
Yeah.
Dude,
Dude, that was
I've never met a man that snores like him. It's wild.
the
I
first
want to know the guy that was moaning over the weekend. I was laying there.
Yeah, I was on your side because I didn't hear that.
I did a couple score cards. I'd throw my red lens on and then I'd write off some of my score cards once everybody went to bed. And then I'd pull up Clash and start playing Clash right on my phone because we had amazing signal to Barris.
We did.
And then I would just hear somebody down my road just go. And then I know one of them, I don't know who it was, like right beside me, was shuffling like crazy. So it was this mix of like somebody had a grocery bag that they were just whipping in the wind, and then that would stop, and then I hear somebody go. I was like, you guys are really
What is
joking.
going on?
There was this symphony of horrible white noise, and it was
Yeah.
like, no, we don't want this guy to sleep.
Did Crawford snore both nights?
Yeah.
I didn't hear the first
Well, the
time.
thing is, I was smart and I popped Benadryl both nights. So I slept like a baby.
The first night I didn't hear
I
it.
was not supposed to do that. I started seeing the hat in the second day, but
You purposely saved my bump to be
closer
to
to
have
that.
to suffer the snoring.
That was practice. That was me.
I think you did that.
That's mad I forgot my AirPods. That's normally my go-to is I'll chuck them in,
Yeah,
and then I can rack out pretty easily.
snoring just makes me really.
Oh no, that's one thing that irritates me. I'm
It
glad
is.
he doesn't snore.
A lot of things
I
don't
was,
get
I
to
thought
me.
I did, but I guess I don't.
See, we need to make you guys more tired, because that's what, like, I hear all that stuff and notice it, but I can still fall asleep, while it's going.
I mean, if I need to,
Yeah.
I'll fall asleep, but
Like, if you're, like, that's why I like being super tired a lot, is because your ability to sleep whenever and wherever you want is impeccable.
When I was
That's
wrestling still and cutting weight all the time, I mastered that because I'm so tired from not like fueling at all that I could pass out anywhere. It's honestly the only good
Yeah.
part about cutting weight.
That's another good quote.
I could just take a nap at any time.
Let's hear it.
If another man's snoring keeps you up, then you're not tired enough.
Did you just come up with that?
No, it's on Yellowstone. You ever watch Yellowstone?
My folks have. I watched
John
a couple
Dutton.
episodes.
Oh my gosh.
Have you watched all of it? Or
Yeah.
you noticed
I watched like the
You're
first.
a Yellowstone guy. I don't see that. You hate the fake cowboys.
No, I can see that.
But I love Yellowstone because it's kind of real.
You hate the fake cowboys, but I
I
love
love Yellowstone.
Yellowstone's real though. They're like cool cowboys. See, like when I went to high school,
Yeah.
you had
Oh, I know
your,
what you're talking about.
you know, like your redneck groups, but then they would live in like neighborhoods.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then there's like,
wearing.
yeah, and then there's like my
Ford
yeah,
Explorer driving.
Yeah, sport. They got leather bottom boots.
yeah, and then there's like my sister and I who legit live and work on a farm,
Yeah.
and we show up in nice jeans.
I wish
or
everyone
shorts.
could see his
Yeah,
fit
or
right
whatever.
now, but
Yeah, or like this.
That's always my favorite part is like I think you can relate to this a lot, but like the unexpectedness and the many hats that you wear, like that's why I like the army nurse country boy.
Yeah.
But I'll dress like
a twink.
yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, I'll dress like a gay guy, which works out pretty alright for me. by
Does
the way. Yeah, thank you. But like that unexpectedness to it, like you remember my old Jeep, right?
Oh,
The big white
yeah.
Jeep? And then I'd get out of that in like sweats and sweatshirt.
Yeah.
And I like all the boot wearing.
Yeah.
Look at my Ariat jeans and my huge Ford belt buckle and my cut off Confederate flag T-shirt.
Yeah.
They'd come up to me and they'd be like, "Nice, is that yours? Yeah, nice, dude." And I'd be like, "Yeah, I live out by the mountains."
Yeah.
My dad used to drive a K20, work at a gas
You're
station.
not really. I think that's people's problem is they try to fall into one camp and stay in that camp.
Well, I think what happened
And
too
then
is
they
that
get
that
offended.
became the culture shock of a couple of years, and everyone's like, no, I want to do that.
Yeah.
Everyone else is doing that. I want to do that.
Yeah.
And then it ruined the music.
Yeah. They really did. And
Yeah, it's
but you gotta
cultural
be
appropriation.
yeah, you gotta be able to move to
It's
different
white
camps. and
culture.
You
Yeah,
gotta
but I never thought about that, and you relate to that too, like the ability to, oh, I do this, but I also do this, but I also do this, and there are all these polar opposite different things, but that's what ultimately makes you that, like, mean,
yeah.
like, average, that you can relate to all these different things and understand all these different things.
Yeah. And that's the problem with people nowadays is they can't do that.
No, they just gotta fit
They
into the
can't-
shell of
They
what,
gotta fit into
what's
what
popular right
yeah.
now.
And then they get offended at this when it's like, I'll talk to anyone, I don't care.
Yeah, that's my favorite part.
I'm like, oh, I'll be nice to you.
I have no cares. I dress.
Well, you don't think a lot.
I dress how I want. I dress how I want to dress.
You dress like a
that's how it is.
12-year-old, but it's
No,
okay.
I don't. I just have the clothes since I was 12.
Yeah.
So you kind of dress like you want me to drive you to Philly so you can buy some like $200 Yeezys.
I wear Brooks. I don't even have
I'm
one.
joking. You have like the like middle school hype kid outfit. Like,
He's got the shorts with the designs on it.
Yeah.
well, I'm waiting.
It's just Whitlock. It's
No, not those ones. Yeah, I've seen your
I'm waiting for the day where you show up in a like highlighter neon yellow Under Armour sweatshirt. And I'm like, oh my
Oh,
goodness,
yeah.
I can ID you from a quarter mile out.
Yeah.
That's what I gotta wear like when we go to Penn State. That's what I gotta wear.
Yeah, so we don't lose you again, dude.
Now, you gotta
Dude,
get
we started.
more
He had remember he had all our tickets. We started walking away, and then he literally disappeared from us. We was
Yeah.
talking to somebody. He's like, "Where did he go?"
Oh, I was so worried, dude.
You gotta get them on the backpack leashes.
That we've been
I
saying that
said
for
I
a
want to get
while.
one
That
of
would
the
be
monkey
awesome.
ones, or I want to get him one of those big orange dune flags.
Well, I was gonna
Oh,
say
yeah.
no. It's gotta be a combination of both. Because like we can hold on to him, but if he somehow gets away,
Yeah.
giant flag.
Oh my god, do you know who you have to be for Halloween? The Boy Scout from Up.
Oh,
What's
that's a
his
good
name?
one.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
I'll be
Russell.
Russell. I'll be
What?
Mr. Fredrickson.
These years I was gonna be private.
Or the penguins from
Oh.
Madagascar.
I'm gonna be private.
That is a good one. That's a good one too.
Private.
That's a good one.
Jamie, pull up the penguins from Madagascar.
Jamie, pull up that clip of the monkeys wanting maternity leave. You're all males.
You're definitely Rico though.
Kiss it like you're kissing your sister.
Yeah. I love the Madagascar movies.
Yeah, dude, I
Yeah.
haven't watched them in a while.
They're
I
good.
like the one with the big French lady that chases him down.
That's the third one, isn't it?
Yeah, the circus one. She's
Yeah.
like super badass.
Yeah. I like the second one when they go to Africa.
Yeah, the second one is my favorite.
That's
Yeah.
definitely the best one.
I like that one. I like the little squirrel, chipmunk.
Dude,
Oh,
why can't you
yeah.
Yeah, that one. He's my favorite. That's my favorite.
Somebody stop him! He's got scissors and hand cream. And then they like pile on him.
Dude, they're flying the airplane. He's gets fucking sucked into it.
Like, who comes up with that stuff? That's amazing. Whoever did it.
Mort, that's his name. Mort.
Or, yeah.
Yeah, no, that does take like a lot of those.
It's a lot of-
And everybody says that they're all like, oh, a lot of those 2000 movies, they don't make them like that no more.
Yeah.
They
It's
don't.
true.
It is, yeah.
Now they just do live action remakes of everything.
Yeah.
It smells
Like,
good.
that's why I loved Open Season too. Like there was so much.
I haven't seen that movie in a while.
And like they didn't even have to be like weird or insinuating
Yeah.
to be funny. Like they just said some stuff where you're like, oh dude, that's funny as hell.
Yeah.
Or like the stereotypes. Remember the guy that he drove the pickup and he hit Elliot
Oh yeah.
And he put him on his like hood and
Yeah.
strapped him down.
These are good movies.
Yeah.
When should we go? 9.
I should probably leave by 8:50.
Where's your car at?
Up at this parking lot in front of Harley.
Oh, so do you want me to drive up there?
Sure.
Yeah.
I can give you the
All right.
targets too.
We'll end that there. Call us your show.
My show.
Give us our
It's
closing.
your podcast.
Closing.
It's his
It's
podcast.
your
My
podcast.
podcast.
It's your podcast, man.
No, I want to thank Mr. Henry Mole for his passion and dedication to helping get this podcast started. We can talk about real stuff now. Now that we're not.
Just jab.
Yeah, we can jab because it's it's a good idea too because there's so much stuff that we do and so many stories that we have, some that can't be told, but that I think it's important that they get
Just get a little
documented.
extension.
Remember them.
Yeah.
We gotta write a book. Someone's gotta write a book.
You are definitely writing the book.
I might write a book.
If I don't take up too much time next week, because I feel like I talk too much, you'll have to remind me about the Taiwan hangover story. I think I've told it to you before.
Oh yeah, I heard that one.
Alright.
The
Yeah,
kid that I lost.
Yeah.
that we'll save that for a podcast.
Yeah, save that.
That's a podcast.
That's a podcast.
I
too.
hear it, that's a podcast.
But thank you for joining America the Beautiful After Hours.